So, I think what we're going to start with is who are you and where do you come from?
I'm Christopher Samuel. Originally I'm from London, born in South London. Currently resided in Leicester.
So, Chris, why did you start making art?
Interesting question. Initially I trained as a counsellor. I was training as a counsellor, and towards the end of my training my condition progressed and affected my speech. So anyway, I dropped out and I was in hospital for a year, unwell for another year. But it got to the point where I thought I needed to do something. And my local college, which was a college for students with all kinds of disabilities, on their application form it was, if you're unsure about what you want to do, come in for an interview and we'll speak about the course. So I went with the intentions of possibly signing up to a computer course, and the two ladies that interviewed me, one was the head of the arts department and the other one was graphics design lecturer. And before they said, Chris, you sound quite creative. Why not enroll on an arts and design course? So I left the interview, signed up to the course and thinking, what have I done? So prior to that I never created anything. So yeah, that's how I got into art. And then since then I've gone on to do a foundation degree, finished degree at university. So that's the journey so far.
The journey so far, I like that. So do you find that, your experience for studying as a counselor, has that any influence on your art?
Most definitely. I think a lot of my practice is interested in politics of identity and social dynamics and how we interact with each other and the things that contribute to why we act and feel the way we do. But I'm more drawn towards now injustice and equality. That's those sort of things that inspire my practice now.
Do you have any particular situations that inspire you as far as injustice and relationships with people and everything?
Good question. I think to begin with, my practice was about my experience of the world and me, understanding that through storytelling, so that would relate to me coming to terms with being a wheelchair user, people interacting with me differently prior to, whereas before when I was walking, the interactions were a lot different. So I'm inspired by things that affect me, but also now I'm inspired by things that affect all of us, disabled or not.
So how, if you don't mind me asking, how have those sort of interactions with people changed from before you were using a wheelchair to now?
I think I'm not. I think as humans we fit into groups, and I no longer fitted into the groups that I belong to. And as a man, I'm more. Well, my identity is changed. How can I put it? So I don't want to say the cliche stuff, but obviously, if I go shopping, and I have my support with me, the cashiers will engage with them, and not really engage with me, and I'm the one paying for the items. Little things. But what else? I think because I live it every day, it's not as in the forefront of my thoughts now. So my identity has changed. So I no longer am interested in falling into the default role as what a man or a guy is supposed to be. Friends have changed now, so conversation-wise, I'm going to be talking about football and going to nightclubs and all that. Those things are really interesting now. I think I answered the question. I took a detour.
Yeah, that's all right. So, in about 100 words, could you explain what this series is about?
But this kind of body of work is about it's about a dialogue between a disabilities law care act specialist. It's a stream of emails, one string of one email, and a conversation between themselves, myself, and the care company. And it's me trying to find out what rights I have as a disabled person wanting to live independently, and finding out where I stand. And so it explores that.
So then what sort of struggles have you found trying to live independently?
Well, I suppose I need to give you some context behind the work. So just before I finished university, I was technically made homeless. I was trying to fight to live independently, and two local authorities were arguing over whose responsibility I was. One was saying that I'm not their responsibility, another one saying I'm not theirs. And this is down to funding, cutbacks, and they're saying that they don't really want to pay for the care. Another one of them was saying that due to the lack of housing, there's the shortage of places to live anyway for everyone. But for disabled, those lack of properties are even slimmer. So it's easier and more feasible to put a disabled person in a care home. But it's more expensive in the same result. Yeah. So I was, I suppose, battered and fighting to live independent. And the laws that they were using, the Care Act laws and housing laws, they were using it against me to protect themselves, so they didn't have to commit to finding me property or allowing me to live independently.
So what would be the difference between living in a care home and living independently? Why would somebody want to live independently as opposed to a care home?
Well, don't realize this, but the difference is now a person who lives in the care home, all of their funding goes to the care home. So funding for daycare. So if you need care for personal care, to wash, to feed yourself, that all of that money goes to the care home. But that means that if you want to go out to the cinema, to socialize, if you had a job and you wanted to go to work but you needed to use the lavatory during your break, that you wouldn't be covered because all of the money goes to the care home. You live independently, you can manage your finance. So you pay the care company or you pay an individual to come in and support you, and you've got set hours, so if you want to go shopping, you can go shopping. If you're in a care home, you can't do that. Food's provided through. If you want to go out with your friends and have your support with you, it's the freedom to live as a human, I think, and not being hidden away, isolated.
So, in that same vein, is there anything in particular you want the audience to take away from this exhibition?
The text is quite dense, I would say. So, not everyone's going to be able to engage with all of the text, and it's quite inaccessible. So I want them to feel that, but also I wanted to highlight that you should have a voice, disabled or not. You should be entitled to equality, disabled or not, or in whatever race, class, sexual, any of them. And also that we all need each other. I think we all need each other to function. So just highlight that.
That's awesome. So how do you find that your practice has kind of changed over time?
I think I kind of touched on that before, but I think to begin with, it's about my experience of the world based on where I was from, where I grew up, and what it was to be a man, and then being my condition changing and being more physically restricted. So I was telling the story through that experience, and now it's more outwards. It's not just about me anymore. I'm interested in how other people experience the world and what injustice or things they may encounter that could be changed. So I'm interested in creating a debate, a dialogue with the viewer, the audience. I'm not tied. I'm not tied to one medium. To begin with, I used to draw illustrations was my thing. But now, anything I can get my hands on that relates to whichever subject or body of work I'm working on.
Is there any reason in particular you chose printmaking for this exhibition?
Yeah, because I thought I could have easily printed off these emails and presented them like that, but I thought that the process of redaction for me it's a sense of me physically relaxing and then being part of the process. It was reclaiming that, reclaiming control. This is not a way for me. But also it turns those emails into an art object. It's something that's quite desirable on a glance. When you're looking at it, it looks quite beautiful. And then you look closer and it's a serious undertone or like a serious message, politic message or message to it. Yeah, so that's kind of why I chose to use screen printing as a medium for this.
Awesome. I think that's all the questions that I have.